What is up, guys? It's Don Massa coming at you with another WannaBOutdoors video. In case you hadn't figured out, we're elk hunting this week. My dad gets a landowner elk tag. A little controversial, I know, but it gives me a chance to get you guys an awesome elk hunting video. We hunted hard the whole season. This ended up being the last weekend of the season. We finally found a bull and got him in close enough. We called in all kinds of little bulls early in the season, but didn't really want to settle for one that was that small early, but elk are tasty. So it gets around to the end of the season and we're kind of just looking for whatever we can get. Ended up finding an awesome bull anyway. Would have been hard to pass on this bull at any point in the season just because of how unique he is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Still after him. A little cooler this morning, like 45 degrees. We got elk bugling that they're way over a mile, I'm sure, out in front of us. I hope they're going up onto the same ridge that we're going onto. They could be just going off the end of it and going into another piece of private. This is all Forest Service in here. We'll just have to see. We've got some trail camera pictures up here on a little wall above us, so there's elk on this ridge. So we'll climb in here. So, steamy glasses, wind behind me. Let's go get them. Now we're up here. It was a little bit warmer than what we thought it was going to be for walking this far. We planned to go to a different spot this morning. We were dressed for a short, flat walk, not a longer, steep walk. There was somebody in that other spot, so punt and came here. There's elk around. Like I say, they're way on the north end of this ridge. But we got to get after them. So we'll see. We just heard one bugle in the bottom still. There's still hope. It's pretty quiet up here, but see, most of those were still probably a mile from here even. But yeah, there is stuff working its way up this ridge, so we gotta try and figure out where they're going. And got a northwest wind today, supposedly. Once it quits sucking down the draw. These steep ridges, you get a really extreme downdraft. You gotta watch that. But we'll see what happens. Go get him. So we were just sitting up here, and all of a sudden there's this cow in this drop below us, right there. I see him. So we get down to the end of this big draw, and we see a couple little cows and bulls. We're like, well, we can't drop right off the edge of this rim rock. So we back off, get down a little draw. It was kind of sketchy to get back in there, actually. We ended up having to crawl over this big rock and use this tree that was down to kind of slide across the big rock as we were going down. It was definitely an interesting spot to try to get into. And then we get down there and we can actually see one of the bulls just at the top of his antlers, and I could never pick him up with the camera. But my dad's like, I can see one right there. Like, I just see the top of his antlers.
which one I was going to shoot when he came up the hill. Wow. Fighting in front of me at 15 yards with logs and branches, and no way at all to get a shot.
It was him and that other bigger one.
It was a 6-point, but it wasn't a giant.
It wasn't a giant.
It was probably a 310, 320 bull.
Oh no, that's not the one that was over.
But this one's a freak. I think we actually had this bull at home last year. It was that one that had that whole beam that came out to the side.
Oh, I think you're right, yeah.
I shot him at what, 6 yards?
Oh, it had to have been something like that.
That was a second arrow. Yeah, he was 20 yards standing here, still alive. If they're alive, shoot them again if you can. And just punch this one right through his lungs. First arrow, good shot. I mean, he went down the hill here about 20 yards as he died. Butt over tea kettle, but he is one weird bull. There's 4 bulls over this hill. What a hunt. I literally had him fighting in front of me at 20 yards with burnt deadfall, no shot. I drew 3 times. At the last time, probably shot him at 6 yards. So just insane. What a morning. The only bad part is, this is really rocky. It's gonna be a fun pack out of here. So, yeah, that's the way it goes. That's elk hunting. Got to be able to do that if you want to. So, thanks Thomas for calling.
Yeah, no problem.
Walked him right by.
Glad I got to be here for it.
Oh, what a freak. He's actually a 6 because he's got an extra little point coming out on the back, off the back of his beam. And what do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to shoot a giant, or I would have taken a freak. And tomorrow will probably be the last day. I got a full day to chase him. So this guy comes by. Hard arguing with that. He is a freak, but he is a big old bull. Huge head, real mature. The other bull that was fighting with this one, a lot younger bull. I'm glad he got to shoot this one because that other one needs to live. Grow up to be a giant someday. I'm almost certain we had a picture of this bull at our house last year. It's just way drier down there this year, and these elk moved to where the water and the green grass was at. As you can tell, we're in an old burn, a really rocky old burn. It's going to be a bit of a pack out of here. I think we're going to go back up on top because it's flat once we get up there. But yeah, see if we can't round up some assistance and pretty sweet bull. I'm tickled. Get some picatures.
It is a heck of a walk out of here, and it is some, I mean, you guys can see how steep this stuff is.
Almost like hunting Colorado.
It is dang near like hunting Colorado. Big old burn back here, so all the trees are down. It's gonna make a fun walk, that's for sure. But I think we're actually gonna take him up to the top. I guess we'll see. Nice walking once we get up there back to the truck rather than across all these draws and everything. And the bottom's all private, so we got to go out somewhere else.
Yeah, Thomas did some good calling. After they broke up from the last fight they had, I chuckled, and Thomas cow called and walked literally 7 yards, 6 yards, somewhere in there. Top pin for sure. Yeah.
I couldn't see him until about, I mean, I don't even know if it was a full second before that arrow hit him. So I'm videoing him drawing back. He drew back 3 times on him, and I look over to my right, and I'm holding the decoy. The decoy was sitting on top of my head, and I'm holding it with one hand here and the other hand here, trying to get it up high enough where this bull can see it. And then I see him come over the hill, and I'm standing there with the decoy like that. So I reached down for the camera as soon as I could, but I don't know if I got it or not. I guess we'll have to watch back and see. But definitely a cool bull.
He went about 40 yards after I hit him. Actually ran up the hill right past where Thomas was sitting, and then turned and came down and I put another arrow in him just to make sure, and he rolled down the hill to here. He rolled down about 20 yards. So that's 20 more up we still have to do, but he is a cool looking bull. Unbelievable.
Yeah. One of a kind. What a cool hunt. I mean, I couldn't imagine been sitting where Don was, but even sitting where I was, and just getting to hear those bulls fighting like that, and just the crazy bugling and all the vocalizations right before the shot. You can hear that bull popping as he comes up over the hill. Man, just crazy hunt. The pack out was tough. It was tough enough that I just left the camera at the truck and we packed out with no camera, so I didn't get any video of the pack out, but it was a long pack out, and it was steep. Lots of trees down up there in that burn, so you're stepping over trees, and I made the mistake thinking I was a big tough guy and decided to take a hind quarter and 2 back straps on the first pack, and that was definitely a heavy pack on that first one, but made for lighter ones after that, so it's a give and take. Thanks for watching another video, guys. Hopefully we'll start putting out videos more often now. School kind of just started, so we got through the first couple weeks. We've had some personal things within the WannaBe team too that have affected how we've been able to get videos out, but hopefully we'll be getting them out more now that we're getting into school with our stride here. And we've also been filming every weekend. I mean, that's part of it too. I've been at home elk hunting, filming every weekend, so it's hard to edit videos when you're shooting content. So hopefully we can we'll have a couple of lull weekends here, since I already got my deer. That video will be coming out shortly. So alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.